Hey, it's JD here, and how are you doing today? I am a little sullen, I suppose. Um, Listen, I'll get right to it. Uh, Last August, I had this idea to put together a podcast celebrating 40 songs by the Tragically Hip, voted by fans. So clandestinely, uh, I asked for people's top 20 lists, and I got a whole bunch of top 20 lists, and I tabulated the results with an abacus and you know a variety of different tools that now I find essential. So there's that. Uh, at any rate, starting in September, I was feeling great, mental health wise, just great. And I put my nose to the grindstone and I started recording. And started recording at the end of September and ran through right to the middle of November about. And then wrapped and then crashed. Then I did a bunch of editing. And when I came out of that funk, I did a fucking shit ton of editing because the show was going to launch on January 6th, whether I liked it or not. To make matters worse, I started doing the road to the top 40, which was something that I had to commit to, 3 days a week. And that was a lot for me. I haven't worked in 10 years. It's this fucking crazy town, you know? Come, my lady. Come, my lady. Then I crashed again. I had fucking 25 episodes in the can. And the plan was to record, and I did record a few in Feb and a few in March. Uh, that was pretty much it. And then I sat on them. And I let that 25 episodes just evaporate. And then, so I was stuck editing these one at a time. And I don't mean to bitch and moan. I'm not complaining. I love doing this. This has been such like a fun ride. And when I started in August, I remember thinking, this is a fucking elephant. How do you eat an elephant? And I remember I had a manager years ago that said, you eat an elephant one bite at a time. That's all you can do. And I got to tell you, needs a little salt and pepper. You know what I'm saying? So that brings us to the last couple weeks. Not only have I been editing as I go, I've been recording as I go. And it's crazy to think that I've been recording as I go and that I've been functional enough to do it mental health wise. So today I did something I didn't think I would do last August or ever. I put to bed the last episode of the Tragically Hip Top 40 Countdown. Episode 38. Song number 3 is in the can. It's done. The podcast has been put to bed. I'm so emotional about this for a variety of reasons. Those reasons are I've made a lot of really great friends during this process. It's been really fucking amazing meeting the people I've met. And I often say to myself, I don't know whose life I'm living, because I am sick. And this is a big thing for me to have accomplished. So there's that piece too. And then, like I say, then the friend piece. And then there's just the sort of sadness of putting something to bed. But then there's the anxiousness and excitedness that it's not really put to bed because there's one more episode to do, but it's live. And that's very fucking stressful. And it's going to be a blast, though. I love that kind of stress. I love being on stage. I love talking to our community and being with our community and giving back to our community. And I hope that the podcast has been all that you hoped it would be. I know that for me, there was a transformation about 2 episodes in where it was like, fuck JD, this isn't about the countdown at all. This is absolutely about these stories you're hearing. And that's what it's been. And I'm so grateful that people have shared their stories and shared their experiences, share their emotion. Editing this last episode was very emotional. For myriad of reasons, most of which I will not get into or it will spoil the episode. And I don't want to do that. So I'm glad you joined me today. I hope you will join me on October 4th at the Rec Room, downtown Toronto, to see what song is going to be number 1. Once you hear song number 3, you're going to have a good idea of what song 1 and 2 are. But what camp will you be in? I'm really curious. I want to see people show up at the event with t-shirts with their song on it. Who they're rooting for. That would be really cool. So, to recap. I'm fucked in the brain. I got a dud brain, dudes. And it brings me up and it brings me down. But regardless of that dud brain, I persevered through this task and I completed it. We completed it. And I'm so grateful for everyone who has helped me, specifically Sarah J and membership, the Discovering Downey guys. It's just been really a neat trip through 40 fucking great songs. And I cannot wait to share with you what song number 1 is. I cannot wait. To say I'm anxious is an understatement. Sarah J and I went to the room the other day, and it's, I can just envision it on that night with, a couple hundred of us prancing about to the Strictly Hip. And maybe we'll get the Strictly Hip to play us in. Maybe we'll get them to play the song, the actual song. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? We'll see, though. We'll see. It's weird to be emotional about a podcast, isn't it? But I am. This is my baby. I've enjoyed all the Tragically Hip podcasts that I've done. And this is right up there with them. So there's that. I also want to make an announcement that I have started something new, and it is called the Tragically Hip podcast series. And so far it is comprised of Fully and Completely, Getting Hip to the Hip, Discovering Downey, the Tragically Hip Top 40 Countdown, and a brand new podcast coming in 2026. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be reaching out to a lot of you at some point for more support and more help. It's going to be a big one, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So thanks. I appreciate every last one of you, and I can't wait to see you on the 4th. Pick up your shit.